It is a spectacular spring day in New York City, although it feels like summer with temperatures in the 90s. Everybody out and about, and no better place to be than Hudson River Park's Pier 26. Today, the 2017 Gold Series begins with the AVP New York City Open. Hi, everybody, and welcome. Along with Kevin Wong, I'm Chris Marlowe. Well, there's something new on the beach this season. It's called the AVP Gold Series. 3 major events in 3 major cities: New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. This is big for the sport of beach volleyball.
And it makes sense, right? In the Big Apple, we've got a big event, and what it is more prize money, more points, more prestige, and because of all those factors, much more pressure.
Yeah, pressure in our men's championship final. 2 hungry teams, Jake Gibb and Taylor Crabb. This is a new team this year, and they're ready to win.
Yeah, the best new team on paper. They've got the classic combination. You've got the experienced blocker, 3-time Olympian Jake Gibb, and then maybe one of the more special defenders in the world, the prodigy Taylor Crabb.
All right, for more on this team, let's check in with Dane Blanton. Dane.
Taylor Crabb, Jake Gibb, congratulations winning the semifinal. On to the final. It's a new team this year, looking to the first final. How's it feeling?
I mean, it feels great. I thought we played real consistent throughout the whole tournament so far, and throughout the year we've been, resilient, battling great teams all year, and finally feels good to be in a final.
Jake, you've been to the finals many times. Your partner here, it would be his first time. How special would that be to take him to victory?
It feels like my first. I'm not lying. The excitement is still there, and to do it with Taylor is just, I'm really excited. I got the good nervous energy on me, and I'm ready to go get it with this kid.
All right, you guys, congratulations on the win in the semis. Good luck in the final.
Thank you.
The opposition, a couple of veterans, Billy Allen and Stafford Slick. It's a new team this year, but they are playing great.
A surprise of the tournament. They've been toiling in obscurity for years. A real first big shot at the big limelight here. Here's why this team can win. Both had transformative 2016s. Both have a lot of individual confidence and even more confidence in their team.
So the crowd is into it, and so are we. Now for the introduction of the players, here's Mark Sherman. Mark.
Volleyball fans from around the world, welcome to the greatest city on earth. I could not think of a better way, everybody, to start off the Gold Series than right here in the Big Apple, right here in New York City. Oh my goodness. The Gold Series, the biggest tournament of the year right here in New York City. Oh yes. And we've got a couple of amazing teams. We got a couple of guys with their first chance to win their first ever AVP Tour victory. And this first young gentleman out of Andover, Minnesota, he has been an absolute beast. A force at the net, a force crushing balls onto into the Hudson River. And it's not stopping, baby. We got one more to go. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Stafford Slick. And Stafford's partner, okay, the man with the biggest personality in the world. I know you're nervous, Billy, but it's okay. You're gonna get through this. It's gonna be okay, baby. Here we go. This guy is looking for his second AVP Tour victory, all the way from his coaching days at Santa Monica College, where he was my coach, one of the best. He is an amazing player, an amazing person, and as his shirt says, volleyball starts here, right now, with Billy Allen. And their opponents on an absolute tear, rolling straight through the winner's bracket, undefeated into the semis, and they find themselves right here and ready and focused. This first guy out of Honolulu, Hawaii. He's been to the finals 3 times. This is number 4, and this is the moment, Taylor. Right now, Taylor Crabb. This is all you, baby, and this crowd already loves you, and they're gonna show you. For Taylor Crabb, let's go. And now Now for the veteran in the group, a guy we've been watching for decades. Started playing volleyball at 21 years old, and thank God he has not stopped. He's got a chance to put his name on the first ever Gold Series trophy, and he wants nothing more than that right now to do it for you at home and all of you inside Pier 26. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the spiker, the Olympian, the champion, Jake Gibb.
Settling in. Before we get started, our men's championship final. Two teams that have never played against each other in AVP competition. And of course, the big storylines today, Taylor Crabb on one side. He's the shorter of Gibb and Crabb. He'll serve the ball first. And Stafford Slick on the other side. Neither has ever won an AVP event. So a good look at Taylor Crabb, one of the rising stars on the AVP Tour. He is dynamic, 25 years old, born in Honolulu. And the first shot is put away, a little tapper over the top by Stafford Slick.
Yeah, the big eyes for both sides are going to be on the first-time final guys, right? It's going to be Taylor Crabb on the one side, Stafford Slick on the other side. Those are the X factors today.
Billy Allen has the serve. It goes to three-time Olympian Jake Gibb. And Gibb off the top of the hands and down. Yes, Jake Spiker Gibb, 41 years old now, born in Bountiful, Utah. Now living in Huntington Beach. Three-time USA Olympian, two-time cancer survivor. He's been on the tour since 2005 and still going strong. He'll jump it, and it's into the net. It's the best 2 out of 3 sets. First 2 sets to 21, third and final set, if necessary, to 15.
Yeah, Taylor Crabb had a great 2016 season with his partner, Trevor Crabb, his brother. He moved to Jake Gibb because Jake Gibb knows how to finish tournaments.
This is Gibb, white hat going backwards, and Gibb socks it down the line.
Really interesting confrontation today. You've got the best offensive team of the weekend of the year in Gibb and Taylor. And on the other side, you've got the best defensive team. Really good serving, really good blocking, and team defense for Allen and Slick.
Now here comes Slick. He's a big bopper. And it hits the line. They're going to appeal here. Up official today is Big Beatty. Down is Alan Siegel. Let's see if they get him. Yeah, they're going to get him off the stand early. That's a good sign if you're a player.
Happened really quick, right? Bang, bang play, but from our vantage point, definitely hitting that line. See if they stick to their guns, and they do.
Well, Billy Allen and Stafford Slick. They won 2 straight in a semifinal over Taylor's brother, Trevor Crabb, and Sean Rosenthal. And Crabb loops it into the corner. It's too good. What do you like about Taylor Crabb's offensive game?
Well, he's 6 feet tall, right? So he's undersized. He plays great defense, maybe the fastest guy on tour, but his offense. This is a guy who was a player of the year indoor collegiately at Long Beach State. He's got all the offense in the world. Great combination.
Now, Jake Gibb, we mentioned 3-time Olympian. He's got 33 career wins. He socks it hard. Now Billy Allen on the right side, tapping it. Taylor's got it over to Gibb, and he puts it away off the hands. We have a moment. Let's check in with Dane Blanton.
Well, guys, conditions always a factor in beach volleyball. Right now, 90 degrees. It was up to 92 earlier. But the big thing that the players are focused on is the wind. Right now, 10 miles an hour out of the west. So to my right here, the good side, and to my left here is the bad side. You always want to have that wind in your face, not at your back.
Yeah, so far the hottest tournament of the season. As the serve goes to Billy Allen. Pretty good set by Slick. And down the line, it's out of bounds. The question for Slick and Allen, I would say, is consistency. Can they be steady enough to beat Gibb and Crabb?
And this is a big jump for this team. Stafford Slick, this is his first final ever, right? We talk about climbing the mountain towards getting your first championship. Usually you got to take some seconds along the way. He's looking to skip that past that step.
There's Slick, and he bounces one into the VIP. He's finished third 5 times And he has big-time talent. The consistency hasn't always been there. He started as an indoor player.
And you see the athleticism, right? He's got that great combination, so unique. He's got the strength, but also so fluid.
His first AVP championship match. Did you win your first championship?
I forget all the
you played in
losses.
the final?
As far as my memory is concerned, I did. I don't remember.
Big serve there. Here comes Taylor Crabb. And Crabb hit it out. Was there any touch? They're appealing. I don't think so. He hit that a little bit too high.
And you see some different things, right, in these big matches. And Taylor Crabb already, we haven't played very long. 10 points, and he's made a couple of complaints. He's starting to get, sometimes you just got to clear your mind and just focus on the game and let the refs do their job too.
Got to figure he's a little bit tense. He went to 3 finals with his brother Trevor, but they did not win. Thought they should have won in Seattle, where they had an 8-3 lead in the 3rd set. As Crabb taps it off the hand. You see Crabb, he's 6 feet. He told me he's 160 pounds. He reaches 7'11", and he touches 11'4". And Kevin Wong, you're the mathematician. You did the numbers. It's 41-inch jump.
Yeah, he's an amazing athlete.
That was 3 years ago at the USA tryout camp. Here comes Slick. Blocked. Slick with a nice dish. Allen. And Allen hits it straight down. Billy Allen, 35 years old, grew up in Fallbrook, California, now living in Redondo Beach. He didn't win his first tournament till last year. 34 years old with Theo Brunner. They defeated the Crabb brothers 15-12 3rd set. And so he's got one under his belt. Early action, 6-6 first set. Glad you're with this on, man. Did he say? And it bounces out into the Hudson.
Sean Rosenthal made hits like that famous, right? He had the Vegas line, Manhattan Beach line. All of a sudden, Taylor Crabb just went Hudson River line.
We are surrounded by water. The beach volleyball courts built into the pier. There are 12 to 14 inches of sand, and then the sand is piled on top of concrete. And Slick buries another one. So Stafford Slick, who grew up in Andover, Minnesota, now lives in Hermosa Beach. He wanted me to say hello to his wife, Julie, and son, Edison, who are watching today. Stafford telling us that his dad called Stafford Eddie in homage to Sir Edmund Hillary because he crawled all over the furniture. So the youngster, Edison, is a derivative of that. So Slick is Eddie, the kid is Edison, about 11 months now. Here comes Gibb. And Gibb off the hands, out of bounds.
Yeah, pretty interesting. You got the Minnesota boy, Stafford Slick, right there, and the California kid, Billy Allen. One of the interesting things is they actually started last season together, and because of a strange and weird injury to the eye, the retina of Stafford Slick, they had to cut that partnership up pretty quick.
Over the top and down. You had talked about Allen and Slick and a confident feel you got with them, a confident vibe.
You know, there's a point in your career, and Billy Allen, I talked to him before the match, he said 2016, my best season yet. I won my first tournament. I feel like I got so much better, and I have a lot left in the tank for 2017.
8-8 first set, and Jake Gibb going high off the hand.
On the other side for Stafford Slick, he bounced around 5 different partners. He had a brand new baby boy in Edison. He said that it wasn't so much frustrating of a year. What it was the best opportunity to grow, and I really became a much better person, a much better player.
Now Jake Gibb down the middle. Slick goes and gets it. That's a nice hand center. As Gibb is up high. So Jake Spiker Gibb, I should have named him Jake Blocker Gibb, because that's what he does best. And the crowd is into that. They like that. First 2-point lead for either team.
Yeah, most distinguished guy. You'd think the guy would be most relaxed out here. 33 career wins on the AVP, on the F5EB. This is a guy who is amongst the all-time greats.
He was gnarly as a youngster, youngest of 11 children. Good slip over the top. And Taylor Crabb is there. Gibb. Not yet. Yes, he's got it. Taylor Crabb, folks, not only can he jump 41 inches, but he can motor through the sand as fast as anybody.
Look at the range, right? Left to right, no one faster, definitely in the U.S., maybe in the world. He can cover sideline to sideline with control, with ease. That's the kind of wheels you have when you're young.
Jake Gibb We asked him in the tent if he's thinking about getting to the Olympics in 2020. He said year by year. He says, I'm going to play for 2 years for sure, and then I'll see where I am. Slick, done by Crabb. 41-inch vert. Off the hands, out of bounds. Taylor Crabb, 3 career wins, all NYC events, international zone tournaments with his brother, Trevor.
And you've got to think this is his best chance to break through, right? I'll tell you, second places are contagious. You want to get rid of that as quick as possible.
Crabb and Gibb, and that's an ace. So 5 straight points for Crabb and Gibb. They have the lead here in the first set. The AVP Gold Series New York City Open is brought to you by Obrigado, 100% premium coconut water that aces it with 100% fresh coconut water taste. And by Truly Spiked and Sparkling, as refreshing as sparkling water, but with a 5% alcohol, only 100 calories and a hit of fruit. Truly refreshing.
Little relocation and get a little
Here we go, so we're looking at it. We come out of commercial break. In about 30 seconds from now, we're going to ask you to be on your feet one more time. We're going to rage to the tunes of DJ Rouget. I'm going to start talking again. And you'll know when I'm finished. I don't know what to say, but you're going to get it. You'll get it. And we're just going to make a lot of noise once again as we get back on the court. We good? We go with that? Yes. I love it. First time for everything. Feet on. An absolutely beautiful setting, an incredible skyline, ladies and gentlemen, the best in the biz, out on a boat in the Hudson River Park with the NYPD. Could not be more happy and honored to welcome them inside. This is the best weekend of the year in New York City, and we've got the best volleyball fans anywhere in the world. This is the men's final in the Gold Series.
Mark Sherman getting around. Yes, a beautiful day. We are at Hudson River Park's Pier 26. We're just south of Pier 27. AVP New York City Open. So far, the story of this match early has been Jake Gibb.
Yeah, Jake Gibb taking over this match, and he's done it 2 ways, right? He's always been a great blocker, but he's really upped his efficiency from the service line as well, where he has been #2 in this tournament so far.
First of 3 Gold Series events on the AVP Tour this year. Consider them majors. As Crabb goes over the top, chance here. Slick, left hand. Taylor spears it up. And he is roofed. Stafford Slick with some rejection time.
And just a little touch of a stare through at the end through the net. You love the spunk. Take a look. Taylor Crabb has been going to that line shot in that time. The perfect move, dropping that left hand into the seam from Stafford Slick.
You don't disapprove of a little stare every once in a while. That was your calling card.
We're playing for dreams. We're climbing mountains today.
A couple of guys that are trying to win their first tournament. Here's one of them, Taylor Crabb. And Crabb taps it over the top. I asked Taylor Crabb when we were in the players' tent, we were watching the other semifinal involving his brother, and I said, well, do you want your brother to win so you can play him in the final? And he said, not necessarily. He said, I'm more worried about me. I sensed a little friction there.
Hey, you know what? My brother was on tour at the same time through years, and sometimes you can be cheering and you get into that groove and you take off your armor of competition. I like what he's saying. What he's saying is, hey, I'm going to get ready to play whoever's in front of me.
Here comes Taylor. And Taylor goes cross court. His dad, Chris Crabb, a volleyball standout. Mom, Paula, an outstanding world-class paddler. A very athletic family. Both are here today, but they don't sit together. And we've seen that a lot, haven't we?
Yeah.
Dad sits up close, Mom in the stands. Here's Billy Allen. Allen has really developed into a professional player, hasn't he?
Oh, he's got all the shots. For years, he's the #1 digger this year. And the biggest transformation, we've seen this time and time again, what you need to get to the top, you've got to believe in yourself before anyone else does.
Now Stafford slick. He's got a huge heater when he gets it in. And he does. Pretty good retrieval. Off the net, off speed, Slick's got it. Cross court, Taylor there. And he puts it away. Taylor Crabb on the big stage here in the Apple. And the side change.
25-year-old, right? Taylor Crabb, but he doesn't play young. He's got the control on defense, and then how about that? The sophistication, the change-up under these kind of conditions.
Score was tied 8-8. It went to 13-8. Now it is 17-11. I mentioned the Gold Series, AVP's 3 biggest events. And you see the prize money for New York, then Manhattan and Chicago. Manhattan in July, Chicago in September. Premier events with a lot of points and money. That would have been right up my alley.
Yeah, you were the big game hunter. Points are huge, right? Got to get out of the qualifier, got to get into the main draw. You see Marcio on the one side. Really interesting story as well. You've got the head coach, Marcio, and his apprentice, John Daze, who's coaching the other side. So a little coaching rivalry.
They look like clones. Jake Gibb has been a stud, a couple of blocks, a number of kills. When I talked to Marcio about Jake Gibb, I said, what can he get better? And he said, we got to make him more dynamic. The way he was a couple of years ago, he kind of lost that dynamism. And they want Jake Gibb to get back to that. Remember, he is 41 years old. Had 3 AVP wins last season, the 3-time AVP MVP. Slick getting a lot of serves. Almost a diving save.
About a millimeter away.
Another AVP player, maybe an international player that has that range.
He's a lot like a young Chris Marlowe.
Well,
except he's faster, better looking, and he jumps higher. But pretty similar beyond that.
That's right. I'll tell you what, if they hit it right to me, I can dig it. Not anymore, though. Okay, Crabb, Gibb, and Smackarama, it's out of bounds.
And throughout this tournament, this is a team that hasn't made many mistakes. Only 4 hitting errors in the previous matches against this team, and yet here we are. We see some unforced errors. We're seeing some chinks in the armor here.
Crabb and Gibb hitting just over 60%. Allen and Slick at 28%.
And that's the kind of play. That's a veteran play, right? In the annals of this match, you're going to forget that play. But when your young partner's under a little bit of pressure, how nice is it to have a veteran who can step in, ease some of that burden, go on to the deep corner.
Now Jake Gibb, who had been playing with Casey Patterson, played in the Olympics with him. We asked Jake, well, how come you split up with Patterson? He said he moved from Huntington Beach out to Sherman Oaks, or Thousand Oaks, I should say. So he was just geographically undesirable after that.
Well, and that's a team that was the AVP Team of the Year. They were the best domestic squad. They won 3 of 6 AVP events.
First set, 18-14.
Off
speed. Popped out! Stafford Slick, turn, fire! No, he missed it. Incredibly athletic play by Stafford Slick.
Guy from the Midwest, right? Minnesota boy. He played club volleyball at the University of Minnesota.
Yeah, for 6 years. I don't know how he did that.
It's club volleyball, anything goes. And then made the big move out to Hermosa Beach back in 2009.
Stafford Slick, his first ever AVP main draw, 2010. His first win was with Dane Blanton. They finished 17th. That was Dane's last event, I'm told. As that ball moved out of bounds, and another point. So we're to the first set point. You played with Dane Blanton, right?
Yeah.
Everybody played with Dane.
We were a good team. He would bomb the serves, played scrappy defense.
Yeah. So first set point at 20-14. And Slick
Billy
pops it
Allen.
off the block and out of bounds.
Switch sides at 15-20, making set points.
The second set point will be coming up. Billy Allen will serve it. He started his AVP play back in 2004. It took him 13 years to win his first tournament, but he did last season. This could be it here. Gibb for the win. No, he missed it. He sailed it along.
And this is that side, the bad side that Dane Blanton was talking about earlier. Right now the two teams switching, so really heavy wind at the backs right now of Jake Gibb and Taylor Crabb, causing that ball to drift long.
Billy Allen, he's serving left side over to Crabb. And Crabb cross court. So that will do it. First set in the books. The veteran and the youngster. 41-year-old Jake Gibb, 25-year-old Taylor Crabb. Too much baboon in that first set. 21-16 our score. We're going to continue with our coverage of the AVP on NBC right after this.
To the end line, we are still slow, barely even moving.
We're back in New York City, the Gold Series, AVP. New York City Open first set going to Crabb and Gibb.
We're so slow that it's changing directions.
Let's go down to Dane.
Thanks a lot, Chris, here with Billy Allen and Stafford Slick. Stafford, this is your first final, obviously a little jitters, not the way you wanted that first set to go. What changes need to be made here in set two?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily jitters are a part of it. These guys are a good team. We need to sharpen up our serve receive, protect our middle. They're doing a good job serving tough, so we take care of that. We can control our side out and our destiny a little bit better.
How about Jake Gibb's block? Has that been a big issue?
Yeah, he's a great blocker. We got to keep challenging him, though.
Here, good luck in the second set. Chris?
Crabb and Gibb hit 50%. Allen and Slick hit 23%. Hey, you can experience world-class sporting events like the AVP New York City Open Gold Series event and make NYC your next destination. Visit nycgo.com to plan your next trip and get local tips on things to see and do while you're here. Book your trip to New York City and see it for yourself.
Key start here, right? We talked about good side, bad side. Right now, the team that just won, Gibb, Crabb, on the good side, were 21 of the 37 points were scored in that first set.
And a big blast off the Taylor Crabb. So let's re-identify the guys for you. That's Stafford Slick up front. 32-year-old, 6'8", 215. His partner, Billy Allen, a 35-year-old. He plays defense. On the other side, Jake Gibb, white hat going backwards, and the youngster, Taylor Crabb. Nice up, Billy Allen. And he puts it away. There's the kind of play that could generate some momentum.
Yeah, it was a special dig, but even better, how about the back set from the big guy, right? From Minnesota. They weren't doing this back there in the bar leagues he was playing at when he was a teenager.
Slick has very nice hands, or paws as we like to call it out here on the beach. And Crabb throws it into the corner.
You know, I think it's time to test Jake Gibb a little bit. Taylor's a better passer. He's got a more varied offense. The knock, though, on how you beat Jake Gibb, you have to have a big blocker. Their one loss this year to Doherty. And the question is Stafford Slick as big? Can he be that big force?
Well, he jumps, he's 6'8". Good serve. Taylor's got it. Gibb with the bump. Down the line, Billy Allen scoops it up. Have to just keep it in. Free ball, Taylor on the right. And the cut shot is out, out of bounds. Well, you don't see that very often.
First time we saw him over on the right side where he doesn't have quite as much experience. Played a lot of left side indoor, also has played left on the beach.
Other finishers today, Ricardo Santos and Kane Schalk, Theo Brunner, Casey Patterson, Trevor Crabb, Sean Rosenthal as that serve goes out of bounds. Good finish for Ed Ratledge and Eric Zahn. They get a 5th.
Yeah, Zahn is probably the other great young defender coming through the pipes. I was surprised, and Eddie the Rat looks like he's 25 out here.
11th seed for that team. They finish 5th. Slick cranks it down the line. Stafford Slick. He'll position himself at the net now. This is set number 2. The first set went to Crabb and Gibb, 21-16. Tight. Oh, and it's off.
Oh, it's going.
He pops it up. Try it again. Gibb. Blocked. Recovered. Jousting. Crabb. Not yet. Billy Allen's got it. Can he put it away? Not yet. Crabb another dig. Oh, double contact. Double contact. No good.
Rally of the match, maybe the rally of the week. Back and forth, great defensive plays all the way around. Starts off with a good pass. It's a little bit of a tight set. This is the play everyone gave up on in the arena except for Billy Allen grinding away. The fake set on that play from Taylor Crabb. I think that might have thrown Jake Gibb off a little bit. He wasn't ready for the approach, and then at the end, Billy Allen really has cemented himself as one of the top defenders, one of the top players on tour right now.
An incredible rally, and sometimes emotionally that can be worth 2 points.
And the team switched sides, right? So I think this is a great time where they've got the wind in their face. I would switch gears. I would go away from Taylor Crabb right now. I'd go more on Jake Gibb, but you got to do it with the tough serve. You got to get him off the net where he doesn't have such a big height advantage.
Allen and Slick leading 5-2 here in the second set. Right back. Taylor Crabb, and he drops it down the line.
You know, here's the crazy thing is we talked about Jake Gibb being in his 40s. You've got Taylor Crabb just 25. They've played about the same amount of beach volleyball in their life. That's what's crazy, right? Outrigger Canoe Club. Taylor Crabb was that 5-year-old kid playing on the sand next to all the legends. Guys like Mike Lambert, Stein Metzger, Sean Scott.
Part of the development pipeline. And smacking, got a touch there for Stafford Slick.
And you go back even a little bit further in the outrigger pipeline, Olympians. You got Daddy Hayne.
Yep.
You've got Pedro Velasco. You've got Randy Shaw, one of the all-time greats out in Hawaii. And Chris Crabb, the father of Taylor.
A little bit of paradise over there. Of course, that baby court has swirling wind, and Taylor Crabb was telling us that on that baby court, and all the courts, because of the enclosure, you get that swirling wind, which we have a little bit of today. And Slick is up high.
And there it is, right? You got to combine 2 things. You got to combine a tough serve. You get Jake off the net, and then Stafford Slick has got so much more sophisticated. You see the hands moving independently. That time the right pushing into the seam while the left was closing the line.
He told me that he thinks of 3 things. appreciation for his past, gratitude for where he is now, and he's determined to achieve the level of success that he wants in the future. He's a veteran. He's 32 years old. This is an opportunity. Great dig. Back over to Gibb. Gibb will try to get on the line. It's too much. You can't dive into the angle on Gibb because he can go wrist away.
Really set the tone. He's been so confident. He's won 14 of the last 28 AVP finals he's been in, right? We talked about how esteemed he is. I was doing a little thinking this week. I do that occasionally. Wall Street right here. He would be a Warren Buffett kind of player. This is a dividends guy. He's not the sexiest player in the world, but he keeps on delivering year after year.
Crabb on the line. It's out of bounds. So Billy Allen was hustling. He was motoring towards the line and let it go and made a good decision there. Billy Allen's parents met playing volleyball. They actually started a club volleyball team together. In his career, before he broke through last year, he had 23 nights, 11 13ths, 15 17ths. So he's a late bloomer, getting good now. As Crabb puts it away. Once again, Taylor Crabb was playing with his brother Trevor Crabb, and they split up. And I asked Taylor about that, and he said, my mom was heartbroken. My dad said, well, maybe it'll be good for you, as that serve is out of bounds. Hey, a reminder, get social with the AVP. AVP on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Follow AVP Beach for exciting beach volleyball action and exclusive behind-the-scenes content.
Yeah, I talked about Chris Crabb and kind of the influence he has. He sits right near the sand, right at eye level for Taylor. And he says, sometimes I'll be walking, I'll make eye contact with him, he'll give me a little head nod, and I know that everything's okay.
Did you ever have your parents watching you play? Did you ever do anything like that?
My parents did the exact same thing, right? My dad is far away from my mom on the other side.
Nice. And Crabb into the corner.
He's in such a groove. I think it's time to go to Jake Gibb, who's been doing everything right, but no pressure on him yet, right? It's so much more freeing when the team's going after your guy instead of you.
Taylor Crabb, once again, college at Long Beach State. Slick. And Slick drills it. And Stafford Slick can heat it up.
You know, we don't have that kind of physicality out west. It's almost like a football strength. He said he was at the HP tryout in 2009, living in Michigan at the time. He passed the tryout. He got selected for the emerging USA program, and he moved out to Hermosa Beach to follow his dreams 3 weeks later.
Popped up, Slick takes a whack. Crabb. Doug, Billy Allen was there. Another long rally. Oh, it's tight. Trouble. Oh, it's stuffed. Now Slick is into the net. You're not allowed to touch the net at any time. And on the follow-through, caught it.
And once again, it's the savvy of the youngest player on the beach, Taylor Crabb. Tight set from Gibb. Instead of panicking, he waits, he pushes it into the block and lets Stafford Slick make the mistake on the follow-through there.
Jake Gibb, fortunate to have the youngster with him. I asked him what he thought about Taylor Crabb, and he says he reminds me of a young Sean Rosenthal. Same kind of skills and talent. As a nice little poke, but that's out of bounds. So Slick turned the knuckle to 3 o'clock, and that's never good.
On the bad side, the court essentially shrinks. It gives you less angles, and right now, Allen and Slick missing some of the close ones, but they still lead 10-8. Really in a good spot here.
First set went to Gibb and Crabb. If you missed it, 21-16. Jake Gibb was the shooting star in that one. Allen heats it up and got a touch. And a point. Remember, it is rally scoring. There is a unique feature this year, and as it was last year, if we get to match point, then it will revert to side-out scoring. Of course, old players will remember side-out scoring. You have to serve to score a point. So rally scoring turns into side-out scoring, and sometimes that elongates the set and is really interesting. As Crabb pulls it down the net.
Yeah, that's an AVP rule, right? Donald's coming up that. And I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical at the beginning, but we have seen some amazing comebacks this season, and the crowd really getting behind it. And I'd be interested to see if the FIVB, if the International, if the Olympics kind of adopts that rule.
11-9, Allen and Slick. And Slick continues his bombardment here. So after losing the first set, Allen and Slick looking good here in set number 2. They lead it by 3. Welcome back to the AVP Gold Series, New York City Open, part of the fun here on the beach. All kinds of things to do. Of course, mementos and yeah, treats. One of my favorites is the big jump. My daughters did that out in Hermosa. It was really fun. For more of the fun, let's go down to Dane Bland.
Thanks a lot, Chris. I'm here with two very special guests, Paula and Chris Crabb, obviously the parents of Taylor Crabb. This has got to be exciting for you. Both Trevor and Taylor on the tour, so close to getting his first victory here. What would that mean to the family to win that AVP event?
Well, I know it means a lot to both of them, and whatever they've worked for, they deserve. It would have been nice to see the two Crabbs right here, but one will take, so that's great.
Absolutely. As a parent, obviously you don't have much control, and sometimes the nerves really get crazy. Is it difficult to watch your son?
I'll let my wife answer that
one. Taylor, sometimes not so much, because he kind of just goes with the flow. Trevor, I know, can get a little hard on himself, and you see him tense up, so I get nervous more watching him, but I think whatever happens for them to be out here doing what they love is just the best thing.
All right, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck on that first AVP victory. Chris?
All right, thank you, Dane. Parents watching, of course, Paula, the more outgoing of the two parents. Chris has always been kind of quiet. And boy, when you have your kids playing, there's something about it that just makes your heart race. Right. You're just hoping for the best. So back to the action is 12-10. Allen is off the net. He spins it up and it bounces out.
Oh, they're calling it in. That's Brig Beatty up top and John King down low. They're both saying it went in. Seemed like the trajectory was sending it out of bounds.
Seemed like it. I'll tell you what, it was quite the shot because he spun it. If it doesn't hit the net, it's down for sure, but it kind of dangled on the net for a moment and lays flat.
And Billy out. He's got the big smile, right?
Yeah,
because you want to win your partner's first championship, you've got to get some rolls just like that.
Oh, that's clearly it. 13-10. I'm Chris Marlowe with Kevin Wong. Dane Blanton on board the third AVP tournament. 8 events on tour this year. And the first couple, Huntington Beach and Austin, Texas, wildly successful. Big crowds wherever we go. And some of the young talent on display, as well as some veterans. So now a little backside, and Slick goes cross court. So a little fast play offense.
A little motion offense. They run at different speeds. And in the first set, Gibb had an ace and 2 blocks, right? 3 major points that really tilted the shift towards their team. In this second set, 0 of both. So that's really been the difference here in the second set.
Both teams trying to win for the first time on the AVP Tour. Jake Gibb and Taylor Crabb, their head coach is Marcio Ciccoli. You might remember him. He coached Kerry Walsh-Jennings and April Ross through the last Olympics, and now he's coaching a men's team, which is kind of interesting, Kevin. Got a call after Fort Lauderdale in February. Gibb and Crabb wanted a coach. It's trouble there. Marcio Ciccone, yeah, one of the great coaches in the world. Off the top. Now Gibb. And Gibb puts it away.
Yeah, the interesting about the coaches, right? You got Marcio on the one side, John Daze on the other side, who's kind of been mentored by Marcio. I said, Marcio, did you keep any secrets to yourself? He said, I'm a good teacher. I teach everything. But what I have, what Jake Gibb brings to the table, we have more experiences in matches that matter.
Now Jake Gibb, trailing 14-13, second set. And Billy Allen spinning. And a nice effort there by Allen. Billy Allen and Stafford Slick, they have to win this set to get it to a third and final set.
Something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. You see the passing of the torch between the sensei and the student. Something to keep our eyes out on. Couple of extra matches. This is the 7th match for Allen and Slick, who lost in the first round, had to battle through the losers bracket. Just the 5th match for Gibb and Crabb. See if fatigue plays a factor here in this heat.
Hot and humid all week long. That's trouble. Should be a point for Slick. No, he tries to jam it. Taylor there making the small play and the spinner into the corner. Spiker coverage.
The composure, right? The ability. You just know this guy's going to break through at some point in his career. You know, Paul and Chris Crabb want it to be this point in his career right now.
15-14. Get a set to 21. Down the line, popped up, long run for Gibb, kicks it into the crowd. Kick is legal.
Jake Blocker Gibb, Jake Spiker Gibb, Jake Kicker Gibb. This guy can do everything. That's Jake Gibb in a nutshell, right? No one outworks this guy in the world. Blue collar guy, blue chip guy. That combination is so very unique, and he's had such an amazing career for such a long period of time.
Jake Gibb, he's married, his wife's Jane, his son Crosby, he's got a daughter named Cora, and he calls timeout, down by 2. How effective is it to have a coach in the box with you?
You know, I think it's one of the things that really is special, right? So you get a little bit of less nerves, a little bit more adjustments along the way. I think the big coaches can be worth 2-3 points a set, a match for sure.
All right, a reminder, coming this July, a new network where you can experience the Olympic spirit every day, showcasing your favorite stars and stories, introducing the Olympic Channel, home of Team USA. Welcome back to New York City. A festive atmosphere. Would you call this a beach? A beach atmosphere.
I don't know what it is, but it's festive for sure. It's a party on the pier.
Main draw, 16-team double elimination, but 61 men's teams in. Look at the setting.
You know, and you think about New York and all the things it's home to. I talked about the finance district, also United Nations of the AVP. This is the most represented international field we ever had. 13 international athletes from 7 countries, representing 5 Olympians as well. Highlighted by gold medalist Ricardo Santos, who played in the semifinal match. You had Zhang Shi, another medalist from China. You've got Guatemala and Poland and Spain. It was a pretty fabulous atmosphere out here.
I had a chance to ask Donald's son about the international influence. He says, I like it. Let's bring them in if they're eligible to play. Many of them have green cards, of course, and some are citizens, married to Americans, as Jake Gibb taps it through. So out of the timeout, they serve Gibb. He comes up big, so now it is 16-15.
And think about the difference between before the timeout, where he had just made that huge 60-yard sprint, gets a little rest, comes out much more composed. That's the kind of genius play that you get with experience.
And Allen Slick hang. Oh, and a big bop. Stafford Slick.
And you see
young Marlon.
Jake Gibb is upset at himself. He knew he should have got that. This is coming in swinging with no respect. When you come in like this, he's not really fearing Jake Gibb. And I think this is Taylor Crabb time. Maybe a little bit tougher of a serve. Got to kind of dial it up. The veteran got you in the first set. It's time for you to pick it up in the second set because Stafford Slick has really answered the bell.
Slickster with 15 kills, a kill, a successful spike. 17-15. Spin it over to Taylor. Set is good. And the spike is even better. Going cross court. So Taylor, once again, who has never won on the AVP Tour. He tried a bunch of times with his brother, then those two split up. Thought there might be a brotherly reunion in the final, but Slick and Allen destroyed that, didn't they? Cuffing, popped up, no, point.
They've run offense to every location on the court. With every tempo on the court, you see the shoots to the pin, you see back sets behind. They've really kept Jake Gibb off balance throughout this second set. Really a great adjustment.
18-16, Billy Allen serving. They go to Gibb. Go! And Gibb puts it away. Let's check in with Dane Blanton. Dane Blanton, are you there, my friend? You're buried in the crowd.
I'm here with some unbelievable fans here making all sorts of noise. Right? The fans here in New York are amazing, and obviously the players love coming here. Now the fact that it's a Gold Series event, part of the somewhat of a triple crown, New York, Chicago, Manhattan. New York has the best fans, and they're all fired up. So good times being had here, Chris.
All right, a good men's championship final. It's tight action now. 18-17. Oh, that could have been a double contact, and it was. So Stafford Slick, the ball was close to the net, and he kind of sucked it in, and it came out.
And he's been playing the whole second set with nothing to lose. All of a sudden, you got yourself in a lead, and you make that side switch, and you start hearing some footsteps, and maybe the first mental mistake we've seen from Stafford Slick in his first final.
Now, Gibb. See if they go back to Billy Allen. First tie in this set. Go to Allen. Tight and over the top. Billy Allen swings away.
Right.
Boy, that's confidence.
You called the game plan, right? You go back to Billy, and the reason is you're not testing Billy, but you're testing the setting of Slick, who just chucked the ball, and on the next one, very similar pass, he delivers.
And give him credit. He went right in
no
and
doubt.
Gloved it up. So now 1 point lead, 2 points away from a second set victory, if they can get there. Slick. Pretty good serve. Tight. Oh, and back over the net. And Gibb puts it away. Boy, there was an opportunity there.
Yeah, that's huge, right? Remember that point. That's something to mark down because it would have been 2018. They would have had their first set point. Instead, it's a battle 19-all. And once again, how quickly can Slick regroup, refocus? He just missed one.
19-all. Slick on his knees, trouble. Up to Gibb. Blocked! Taylor on his belly like a reptile. Or a sand crab. Now Slick. Spins it into the corner.
Maybe the most bizarre play we've seen all weekend long, right?
Yeah.
Scuttling along the sand like a gecko on his knees and then back the other way. What did you call that? The sand panther slithering.
Yeah.
Amazing action, amazing athleticism, and a little bit of luck as well. Look at the range, right? We've seen it. There's not a spot on the court that you're going to hit against Taylor Crabb and find the sand. He always gets a hand on the ball, and that really becomes intimidating for the opposite team.
So set point coming up for Billy Allen and Stafford Slick.
Great look at the big goggles that Stafford Slick has to wear now. He's got the damaged retina, so that's something that he will be dealing with for the rest of his career.
A reminder that tomorrow will show that inspires a nation returns. This is the moment to make history. The return of American Ninja Warrior. Tomorrow, 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Pretty good timeout. I like this timeout from Allen and Slick, right? It doesn't make sense because you just scored a point, but what it does is it allows you to refocus a little bit. They're on the good side right now. They can really have a good opportunity, tough serve, put the other team in trouble, and I like the fact that they're regrouping forces to make this late push.
So you look at the percentages.
Wow, it's flip-flop. What was once good in the first set has turned, and on the other side, Slick and Allen struggling early on. They have really sharpened up their offense, specifically by moving it around.
On the good side, but Billy Allen, the weaker of the two servers, he'll get it in, but who does he go to? Set point here. Cross court, yes. Taylor Crabb tied up at 20.
Just so fast. And the other thing Taylor Crabb has, he's got different speeds. Throughout this match, he's been going in about 4th or 5th gear. He's one of the few guys who has an extra 6th gear on top of that.
Now Jake Gibb. Gotta win by 2. Slick. And Slick tomahawks another.
I used to call that
rock around the clock.
The dictator. That's the swing you come in and you just know you're going to hit high, you're going to hit deep, you're going to hit that angle, and it's aggressive, right? When you don't have a clue on what you're going to do, that is the greatest default, the dictator to the deep corner.
So now Stafford Slick, one of the great servers on tour. Second set point, can he get it in? Wraps it hard. Set is off. Gibb got it.
And now the advantage is switched. Slick Allen were on the good, and now they go to the bad. And that was a pretty high-level serve. Jake Gibb fights it off in a big swing. That might have been the side out of the match for that squad. They got to score a couple points here.
21 all. Trevor Crabb right there. Jake Gibb now on the good side. Wind is in their face.
Oh, he's jumping it. First time.
Little shoot set. And Slick pounds another one.
I'm impressed, right? Win or lose for Stafford Slick, a guy who is the youngest guy out here volleyball-wise, the guy who came from a very different world. He looks like he belongs.
Here we go. Third set point. Nobody up! And Crabb puts it away.
In such a groove. He's really starts with the pass. One of the best passers collegiately, one of the best passers in the professional ranks where he played a few years indoor and then on the beach. Great fundamentals. They're doing a little discussion here. We talk about this all the time. When you go back and forth, both guys kind of matching the test up the middle, right? Jump serve up the middle.
If they can get it there. Here goes Jake Gibb. Tied at 22. Here comes Allen. Off the hands, out of bounds. I like the serving. Go over to Billy Allen, test him a little bit. And now we're going to have the 4th set point. Wind is blowing into the booth. Almost blew the set point card over the side. 23-22. Can Allen and Slick put it away? Off speed. Gibbs got it easily. And through the hands of Slick. It looked like Slick was there, but I think a field goal.
Right, that was Taylor Crabb's first time on the tight set, and Jake Gibb that time doing a good job rattling it through the hands. We talk about how difficult a shot that is. You gotta have trust, you gotta have some vision, you gotta know where the block is. Jake Gibb making that look easy.
23 all. We're going long in the second set. Shorty, Slick, cross court. No, he missed it. Out of bounds.
And the risk taking. Taylor Crabb throwing a changeup in that situation, right? High risk, but high reward really changed the tempo here.
So now it is championship point, and you will have to serve to score a point.
And they're serving.
We're in side-out scoring now from here on. Gibb and Crabb could wrap it up with a point right here. Off speed, Stafford Slick. And he's blocked, and it's over. Jake Gibb and Taylor Crabb, they avert 4 set points and come back to win. Their first AVP win together ever. And how about Taylor Crabb? He's in the winner's circle for the first time in his young career.
He froze for about 5 seconds after that final point hit the sand in disbelief, his partner as well. You really get the feeling the proud parents, Chris Crabb, Crabb, they understand the gravity of this situation, a volleyball family.
Group hug. Jake Gibb and Taylor Crabb. 34th career win for Gibb. The first ever for Taylor Crabb, and a little bubbly to celebrate. My favorite part of the celebration. Well, you said, Kevin, that this team was the best team here on paper, and they finally put it all together.
The thing about paper, it's not worth anything, right? You got to be the best team on court. You got to be the best team under pressure. You got to be the best team to deliver in these kind of situations. And Taylor Crabb, I'll tell you now, that's the first of many.
Congratulations to Billy Allen and Stafford Slick. A solid second place finish. Allen and Slick led the entire second set until it was tied up at 19-19. The Gibb and Crabb fought off 4 set points. And they come back to win it.
Thank you, New York. Much love. I love Stafford too.
So the scoring reverts to side out. Gibb and Crabb finally get the serve at 24-23. Let's take a look at the match point.
The Crabb brothers in 2016 knocking on the door. 3 second places this year. Taylor Crabb making the switch. Why? Because he wanted someone to take him to the other side. Jake Gibb was that someone here today.
So the celebration is on here in the Big Apple. 41-year-old Jake Gibb wins again. And his young partner, Taylor Crabb, a winner for the first time on the AVP Tour at the tender age of 25. We're coming back. We'll have more AVP on NBC. We'll hear from the winners right after this.
New York City, thank you so much. It's just unbelievable. I love you guys' energy. I come out here and you're aggressive. The heckling is good. Like, it's on point. I don't know what to do with it. But thank you very much for coming out. Just real quick, I want to thank Donald's son for putting on an amazing event. I want to thank my social sponsors are really important. So just real quick, Little Lemon, and Power Crunch, thank you very much for supporting us. Love the baby. And now Taylor, calling yourself an AVP Tour champion, how's it feel to get your first victory?
Welcome back. The AVP New York City Open, our Smarty Pants dig of the day. It was Taylor Crabb.
Take a look. He got the wrong jump. He's actually leaning towards the wrong side of the court, but stays low, works hard, extends. No one with better court coverage maybe in the world.
Our Smarty Pants dig of the day. Taylor Crabb ends up with a double-double, 18 kills and 11 digs. One of them right there, Gibb, 16 kills, 3 blocks, and 1 ace. So the crowd sticking around at the moment as we wait for Jake Gibb and Taylor Crabb. And let's go down to the sand. The winners are there with Dane.
Congratulations, you guys. Just amazing. Your 27th AVP win, but your first. So let's talk about this for a minute. You've been to 3 finals before. Tell me what the difference was here today.
I think it's just I got more comfortable. You know, the 4th one, first 3, didn't really know what to expect, but this one kind of just felt more like, you know, every other game, and I was prepared for it. We have a great coach who prepares us well, and I got a partner who prepares well too, so it was easy.
Jake Gibb, you're a 3-time Olympian. You've taken a lot of people to the promised land and winning here. This is something he's going to remember for the rest of his life. Going in, what was the mindset to really calm his nerves and get the best out of him?
God, I think he needed to calm my nerves. This kid's ice. I mean, I felt like it was my first final. I mean, he really was super calm and collected and just played amazing the whole weekend. I'm so proud of him. And I just want to say thank you to our coach, Marcio. He's been in our corner and he's been shaping this team. We still have a lot of work to do, but it's nice to see some good things come out of it.
It's one thing to win a tournament in some small town, but you're winning here a Gold Series, the first Gold Series event on the AVP here in New York. What does that mean for you and your career?
We're going to have some fun tonight.
There you go, some fun, and you guys will be playing overseas as well, representing the U.S. Yep. What's next for this team?
We go to Seattle AVP, and then we head off to Porridge and Stad for some FIVBs. But yeah, we're excited to head up to Lake Sammamish, I think it is, and go compete there. So
I know it's early. You're 41 years of age, if I'm correct right now. Will you be making a run for 2020 in Tokyo?
I'm going to make a run for Seattle. How about that? Let's go one tournament at a time at this age.
How come I knew you wouldn't answer that one?
I'll answer for him.